This video is brought to you by Comstar, your friendly communications network for all in your sphere.
I just want to talk about my experiences with Mechcommander and Mechcommander Gold as to the relevancy of, and kind of give a retrospective. I'm also going to probably bring up a couple of missions, not to play them, but to kind of show. So I've played Mechcommander, the original, back when not when it first came out. It was about a year after, probably. To give you a little background of this game and me. So the first Mechcommander I played when I was kind of new. This was the game that got me started in the Mechcommander and MechWarrior BattleTech series, and my love for it has just grown over the time. Well, I finally got to play them again, and do they hold up to nowadays? For me, actually, surprisingly, they do. Now, you want to talk about lore friendly? They're not 100% lore friendly, but they do try to stay to the lore. Because some of the mechs in here don't use various weapons that they shouldn't be using. Some of them use similar to what they're primarily used in the actual game, in the other games, and in lore. Well, overall, I would have to say this game stays close to the lore as much as it possibly can. Port Arthur is very close to Luthien. It was one of the planets that was captured by Clan Smoke Jaguar in their invasion corridor. And so Port Arthur was one of the first planets to be retaken for House Karita. Now, I don't have all the information at my disposal right now for the years that it, but this is not about the lore, how lore accurate this is supposed to be. For me, Mechcommander, like I said, does mean a lot to me in how it got me started. As for what it is, an RTS game, a real-time strategy game, it is actually, I would say, one of the better ones. Now, unlike other real-time strategy games, there are ones similar to this where you can only use a small amount of people or units, in this case, because they're mechs, units, in the battlefield. So it does give you that sense of being very limited. But so this game makes you think about what your plans are and how you're going to counteract. Mechcommander has 5 operations with 6 missions in it, so it should be about 48 missions altogether. They do get tougher along the way, which is nice. The third operation in the third mission in the first operation, if you're lucky enough, you can actually score a 75-ton Timberwolf Magcat in this game. That is due to it's hard to get him, but if you can get him, this game almost becomes too easy in the beginning, because that mech is just a little overpowered, especially if he comes with all of his weapons. So pray that you can get it. Now, I was able to get him in in the mission. In that in the mission where in that mission, and I got lucky because I hit the fuel tanks. You can see it in the live stream. I hit the fuel tanks. It made my one dude eject, and it got him stuck in between the bridge. And so I just laid down an artillery strike on him, hoping it would just knock him out and hopefully getting him. And I got him. This was the first time. This was the first time I said if I was not going to get him, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go on to the next operations because I was live streaming. And so when I got him, I was excited. But if you can get that hold of that mech, it really does make things a little bit easier for the first couple of missions because it is somewhat overpowered. So if you can get that Mad Cat, other than that, the gameplay is overall just very good. You've got your commands where you can have them shoot medium, force fire, short, medium, range, long, ammunition stockpiles. If you put one weapon system on there, you only get the 16 shots. You can't up that to, like on a Gauss rifle, you can't up the amount like you can in Mech Warrior. You just add another ton of ammunition to the weapon, which means the weapon is heavier, but you got more ammunition. You can't do that in this. So the more weapons, the more weapon systems you have, because one missile is one missile in this, and so it will count as one missile. So you only have 24 shots of like an LRM or something like that. So that's where it kind of stays away from the lore friendliness. But other than that, it really does play. I'm gonna bring up a loaded. Let's see. Go with a random mission. With random missions, so this is your mission board. This gives you your mission briefings and things like that, what you need to do, if you have a time limit, things like that. So this shows you everything that you're going to have to do. This is how you make your plans. So this is a straight up operation. You just go in, take out the HPG, and that's it. So this mission was very forward simple. So you just run in, destroy all the guards. You got 400 tons. And each mech has their own tonnage weight. So I take the Mad Cat. It's 75 tons. So now you can see your drop weight. You get a bonus if you're underweight. So that's always a nice little thing. You get a little extra resource points. So this is the mission. Like I said, this shows you everything you need to do. So how this works, like I said, is I'm sorry, I'm going phone. This is where you can go and purchase mechs. You have a list of mechs that you can purchase. With the Inner Sphere, since you're an Inner Sphere power, you are House... Well, technically you're supposed to be the new SLDF, but it says House Davion, so at this rate, I'm going to say House Davion. But you get a list of mechs. You get the Commando, Firestarter, Raven, Hollander 2, which I'm not sure if this is correct to the timeline. It might be. I'm not 100% sure, because I know the Hollander is actually the 35 tons. This one's a 45 tonner, and it has extra weapon systems on board. So I'm not sure if it's time-wise friendly. Right now I just can't remember when this takes place. So don't bite my head off, please. Hunchback, fucking Centurion, Catapult, Jaeger Mech, Awesome, and the Atlas. So these mechs are the ones you can buy from, and then you get the then you have to salvage clan mechs. That's kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You gotta, and the list of that is you got the Kid Fox or Uller, Cougar, Hunchback 2C, Vulture, Mad Dog, Loki, Hellbringer, Thor, Summoner, Mad Cat, Timberwolf, and I'm going to butcher this one, so I'm just going to say the Warhawk. If you know what it is, you know what it is. In Intersphere names. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher that name. Other than that, this is where you purchase. You can purchase mechs, mech warriors, components, and vehicles. Half the time I never purchase vehicles, and most of the time I never purchase this. Only times when I have to is if my mechs are more damaged and I don't have a weapon to replace it. This is your mech bay where you come to refit, and repair your mechs. You only are limited to 15 mechs at one time, which I forgot about. So mechs that you're not using, you kind of want to take out like that. Also, mechs have different configurations in this game. Similar to how they have different configurations in lore as well as other games, these are a little different. A is for armor, which means this thing's got more armor than it can handle weaponry. With W, it means weapons, so it relies heavily on weapons, so it will have more weapon systems on board. And J, like with this Cougar right here, that means jump jets. It means it's got the same amount of weapon space, but it has jump jets. But it doesn't have it has the same armor as a W would. So A is the best one you can go with if you're looking for armor. If you're looking for firepower, the W's are good. And if you need mechs with jump jets, you have to look for the J's. Now, clan weaponry, like I said, you're going to have to salvage it, so you're going to have to work with what you get from them. So these are the three groups that show you everything you need based in the game. Now, I'm not going to play the mission. I'm just going to bring it one back. Alright. So, when you're in game, you're going to get something like this. Little cute little sprite. We'll have him turn towards us, so we can look at the beautiful Timberwolf and take a look at the nice little sprite. Kind of cute. These are your artilleries. This is your small artillery, which has a shorter time. Larger artilleries have a longer time. This is a sensor probe. So if I want to shoot that, I can shoot that anywhere, and it will show everything that is in my target range or within. That way I can see what I might be going up against. And this is a little drone that you have. You just plot him down, he'll open up. With this map, if you're in an area like this, where you can see it, where there's no fog of war, you'll be able to see enemies in that zone, because it's acting like a satellite. So it works out pretty cool. This is, if you have a time limit, it will post up here most of the time. If you need to see their MX data, you just hit. And with this, how I got it set up is normally it will be I, so all I have to do is hit I, and it'll bring up something that I can click on something, and it brings up the status of the mech. So I can see the damage on it, and I can also see how much ammo it's got. As you can see, I've got 4 LRM racks, so I got 96 rounds of LRMs. Remember, that's 1 missile, so it only fires 4 missiles, so that will minus by 4 every shot. You've got attack from current position, attack from short, attack from medium range and long range. This is your zoom, move at full speed, jump, and guard. All that can be done by the keyboard, which is run is spacebar, guard is G, S is short, M is medium, and L is long, and current position is C. So it correlates, and that's what I like about this game. It does correlate very well. As the sprites for the game are nice, are very nice. I love them. They all look good. And that's the one thing I like, is that they do look good. The sprites for vehicles, mechs, and all that look good. I'm only using the Mad Cat because it's actually the best looking sprite. And as it moves around, you can see its movements are pretty good. So this game shows a lot. This game shows, even from long distance, the sprite still looks pretty damn good. Other than that,
mission failed.
Other than that, gameplay is something I enjoy. It's very fun. A lot of times it makes you have to think on how you're going to attack a certain position. Now, this is just the Mechcommander side. When you go into desperate measures, which is gold, the missions are even more where you have to really think on what you're doing. A lot of times it will give you height so you can see further. But both games play the same. Mechcommander and Mechcommander Gold play the same. They work together, and they're awesome games. I enjoy them, and I wanted to share my love of this game for everybody. So it was real nice to play it as a stream. I wish more people would see it, but hey, it is what it is. It's not the most popular. Operation briefing on this, as you can see, is this tab. It's just a little video message. Other than that, these two games are extremely fun. They can be challenging, but in desperate measures, you do actually have more mechs to choose from. And the list for those, you get 3 extra mechs in Mechcommander Gold. Butcher the name. It's spelled S-T-L or I-L-E-T-T-O. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. The Bushwhacker and the Mauler is for the Inner Sphere. And for the clans, you can find the Shadow Cat, the Nova Cat, and the I'm just going to spell that one out too. That one's Tukina. I would butcher those names. I'm sorry. So if you can understand me, yeah, sorry about that. So that you do get those 3 mechs, and so you get those 6 mechs in that, and I can actually bring them up. Let's see. I'll bring them up. That's all poor Arthur stuff. So operate. I'm just gonna go operation. I'm just gonna go to this operation.
Incoming transmission.
Oh, shut up. So, like I said, you get the Shadow Cat. This is the mecha I'm referring to. Right here. That way you can see the name as well. That's its name. As you can see, these maps are a little bit more hectic. I'm wondering what the hell's down there. I didn't go down there in my first gameplay, so. But overall, both games are incredible. This one's a little more difficult because some of the turrets you face in this are brutal. They're artillery. So turrets are a little bit tougher in this. Things are a little bit tougher in this, but overall, it's Desperate Measure is an awesome game. I don't want to do any spoilers, but it's probably already. You know what? The spoilers are out the window, so spoiler alert, as everybody says. The story for this one is you go to a planet out in the periphery. You're having to knock out this Star Colonel from Smoke Jaguars. He's trying to get nukes and weapons of mass destruction to do a lot more harm. Something that's not honorable by the clan standards. But Clan Smoke Jaguar is, as we all know, fucked up. But overall, like I said, this game is incredible. The other things about it is the music. Both games have good music. Desperate Measures has a more sombrous, but still very alert music style, and with normal Mechcommander, you have more of a kind of that victory tone. The music is more up. There is some more somber in Mechcommander Desperate Measures, but overall the music is incredible. It's just, as you can hear it, it's kind of calming, but still kind of a little spooky in there at some points. But then it's also got that very victory sounding. Overall, I will always love these games, and I just wanted to share my love for these games. And like I said, these games mean a lot to me. Also, with Desperate Measures, I did get a few solo missions. And this is kind of where you can get so I might be able to do something. With this one, I get Inner Sphere Max. That's kind of okay. Let's see what this one is. Destroy Ace Mad Cat. Oh, that's that one. Let's see. I don't think I've done this one yet. So you do get these little missions, ammo truck, and even with the newer, you get some more. Ooh, you get SRM carrier. What the hell? I don't think you get all these. Never mind. I think these are all different. Holy shit, 95 tons and 3 guns. So these are the vehicles that are in the game. These are all the mechs for the clans. Here's that one I was talking about. Other than that, I don't know what else to really talk about. I just wanted to get. Oh shit! I just wanted to give out my my thoughts on this game and let people know, if you love MechWarrior or if you love BattleTech, if you haven't played this game, give it a chance. And I will put the links down in the description. All I did to get this game working is I needed the file for the iOS, the disk, and the main folder for it. And you'll mount the disk into a virtual network. On my laptop, it's actually kind of cool. I didn't know it could do this. It can mount iOS's disks onto itself without having to do any of the going through a virtual box, a virtual system. And all I did was, after that, made sure I had the right files, clicked on the main game files, and brought that up without using the disk at all, because the disk only allows it to maneuver. So I could play it and hit the MXC, and I will probably go through all step by step. You know what? How to get this game to run is, I'm going to go ahead and eject this, because that's what I needed, and I've put it in my downloads file. So this is your disk image file. That you will need this to operate the game. So you just go to it, click on it, and this is how it works for me. It'll ask me if I want to do all that, and yes. So now it acts as there's a CD-ROM in as like with MechWarrior 4. I'm still trying to get that one to work, but it brings it up into the game. Now I do not have to mess with this at all anymore. So I go to the file that has the information or the game in games file in there, which is MCX origin or I just click on that, and I just click on that, and it brings the game right up. So that's how it works for me. I don't know if it's gonna work for everybody else in the same way, but a little quick showing of how. And I'll put its link in the description to get both files. Other than that, if you enjoyed, if you were there watching my stuff, watching it from the beginning, thank you so much, and it means a lot to me that it and as you see, I've gone, it's, like I said, this game means a lot to me, and it was, I think it was time to show it some love, and it got to see some love, and again, I loved it. So, thank you again. I will catch you all next time. Shiro, signing off.
This video was produced by Comstar.